Hey, and welcome back to Lords of Shadow. So, Arsenics, how you doing?
I was doing okay up to this point.
Oh, come on. As Patrick Stewart is reading here, are your instincts not filled with hope at the prospect of this update?
I'm still mad at that guy for kill-stealing us the last episode.
Well, supposedly he went off to the land of the vampires, but I think he kind of lied to us here according to this. He's spying on poor Gabriel from the shadows. My.
But why?
That is the question, right? Why indeed?
Oh my god, there's even more text. I thought it all fit on the page. I didn't think it had the scroll.
Oh no, yes, this is, well, it's this game's idea of throwing plot at you, okay? Even though that, like, 99% of this text here does not count for jack. The biggest thing you need to take from this, forget all this, is that we're going to a place called Agharta, an ancient city, and we're headed towards the land of the Lycans. Other than that, it's meaningless.
Didn't you already kill like 500 Lycans? Why do you need to kill more?
Well, we gotta go kill the Dark Lord of the Lycans, the big bad, man.
The big bad wolf, in a way.
That's a horrible joke. You should feel really bad.
You started it, not me. You completed it halfway. I just finished it.
Yeah, sure. Whatever excuse you need to use to feel better about yourself there, buddy.
So do things actually happen this time?
Yes, we got more tutorials.
We got more close-ups, too.
More close-ups, more tutorials. This game truly is Lords of Shadow all the way through. Here's a secret that we can't access right now, because we need something called shadow magic. Mm-hmm. It's, well... It's basically a weapon upgrade. We're about to get the other variant of it right here, though.
Oh, hey, these guys again.
And yeah, the werewolf just randomly pops out of the bush. I don't know why he was just idly waiting in there, but, you know, that's neither here nor there.
Why is he alone? What?
Because this is a tutorial segment.
What are these?
You remember that little medallion that Zobek gave us at the end of Chapter 1?
Yes.
The light medallion? Well, now we have access to light magic.
That actually looks more evil than anything else, but alright, take your word for it.
Well, yeah, you'll see. The thing about light magic is that it changes absolutely nothing concerning, like, the combos you can pull off or anything like that. It actually makes your attacks a little bit weaker than normal, but for each successful attack, you regain a little bit of health.
Oh, okay.
And that's the gimmick of light magic.
So I'm guessing they're not going to give you a bunch of health fountains anymore, right?
Not a lot. They're still scattered throughout certain levels, but it's not. They don't overly use them. These statues, on the other hand, are pretty much everywhere.
So you have no worry of ever running out of magic?
Not really. About the biggest problem on that will be like during a boss battle or whatever, where there are no fountains of any kind. Also, if you notice there, when you come up to an orb fountain, you can refill your magic all the way up and then fill it up again towards that light color, which will slowly decrease, but you can basically, like, supercharge your magic, giving you a little bit extra use.
That's neat.
I was going to just go ahead and kill all these werewolves with the daggers from long range like that, but then I remembered the Ice Titan kind of left us in bad shape, so I figured I better regain some health while I can.
I have to say, you don't regenerate your health between levels, do you?
No. Health carries over.
That's actually more extreme than I thought this game would be.
Well, yeah, it seems that way, but then you can realize that you can actually go back to a previous level at any time. So theoretically, you can go back to the starting level, refill your health, beat it, and then you'll be at full health for whatever level you want to play. So it's a daunting mechanic that's very easily nullified.
Did you do this? Your first
no.
time playing?
Yeah. Well, I think on a couple of levels I did actually, yes.
Wow.
I know, I'm cheap.
What a casual.
There is nothing casual about this, sir. Also, you know, these goblins, they don't have a village like in the bog. They're just kind of hanging out in the bushes for whatever reason. That's cool.
Man, I hope you unlock some cool combos or something right now, because the whip spam is kind of getting to me.
No, unfortunately, haven't unlocked any of the other new combos yet, but before the next update I will, because we'll have more than enough experience to buy whatever.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Also with that other whip upgrade, these goblins, we can actually grab them from long range now. I think I talked about that before, but it makes fighting them very easy because you can cheese them and you're invincible when you're going through your little grab animation there.
What did you pull those daggers out of?
That glowing bag right there. Throughout the levels, you'll encounter those, and certain ones replenish certain sub-weapons fully.
I'm noticing a lack of zooming in and giant props. I'm kind of confused.
Well,
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
I know it's confusing at the moment, but don't worry, we're close to another one of those sections.
Yes.
If the tutorial is kind of leaving you absent here, don't worry. It makes up for it in math.
I mean, hell, I would never beat that part. I would not retain anything I learned from the second level.
Well, yeah, I mean, how would you know to actually dodge the massive rock hand coming to smash you without the giant dodge prompt? It's just like, it's not exactly second nature here, come on.
I may as well be playing this game blindfolded. I wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't for the tutorial.
Yes. Also those wall puzzles there, those wall climbing puzzles. Get ready for those to be abused in just about every chapter, pretty much every stage for that matter, from here on out.
Round shake there.
Well, you know, Gabriel, he's kind of putting on the pounds, I guess. I don't know. It makes no sense, really.
Okay.
It's the best I could do, I'm sorry.
I'm noticing these goblins aren't really spamming grenades like they used to.
No, they're not, actually, which I don't know why. Normally they do. It's just I got a really lucky break with the AI that was a lot dumber than usual for whatever reason. I know that's kind of a hard thing to imagine, but...
I can't imagine it. I'm happy you can.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Also, if you noticed, we got a light gem, which, you know, that's how you upgrade your light magic. Collect 5, just like your life, and it will increase your magic meter. You could look at it, you know, okay, that's cool. That's a neat way of going about it. Personally, I like to look at it as, okay, that's... The programmers were too lazy to design a new way to upgrade, so they just made your light, shadow, and life upgrade the exact same way. Also, let's break a tree for absolutely no reason for a grip point.
I was gonna say, you could rep up there as it is. You really did not have to do that, Gabriel.
Gabriel Belmont is no fan of the environment.
Gabriel Belmont, running for president 2016 for the GOP. He's very anti-environment.
Yeah, I do. Gabriel does kind of strike me as a Republican, actually. Look at that square jaw, absolutely. You remember that tutorial that I mentioned before? Well,
yes.
Here we go. Get ready. And this one's actually got an interesting gimmick.
What's the focus scroll? Oh.
Basically, this one spells it out overly complicated for you. You remember Devil May Cry? You know how your rank increases as you perform various combat moves?
Uh-huh.
This is basically that system. Down there on the bottom you see we've got various runes. The more you successfully hit an enemy, the more runes light up. Also take note that this war won't actually attack you until you complete the tutorial. So you can pretty much just walk around and do whatever.
I know. He's probably missing a tutorial as well. He's just waiting for it to pop up.
This is the Warg's tutorial in all actuality. Try and skip out on my shit, will you? Bullshit.
So what happens with this rune thing going on here?
Okay, the way this works, the focus works. Also being hit breaks it.
Thanks.
Yeah, the way it works, the more you attack, the more your focus meter goes up. When it's fully charged, then each successful attack that you land will drop a crap load of those neutral orbs. As you see there. And that's basically the gist of it.
So you're going to need to master this system in order to keep yourself full of magic, right?
For the most part, yeah. This is where it really comes in handy and for like boss fights and everything. Sync blocking increases the meter a lot, and if you use the same combo over and over again, the meter will eventually stop going up. So you it kind of encourages you to mix up your combat a little bit, but it's not that difficult.
Well, I will say it's a very welcome addition to, the combat.
Yeah, it's supposed to, what I think they had in mind here was to prevent people from just spamming square like I'm doing here. Where they screwed up is that once you actually activate the meter fully, once you charge it fully, then you can just spam the same attack over again and it will never go off unless you're hit.
Well, they almost got it right at least.
Almost. It was... I'll give them at least like a B minus for effort there.
Also, I'm happy we used that grenade puzzle again. That was my favorite part of the pod.
Well, there's a couple of spots in the upcoming levels where they use that, so it's a gimmick that they pretty much abuse to no end, essentially.
Oh wow, that goblin had some sick moves.
He did. This is I don't know. They're pulling out all the stops.
It's do or die time, goblins.
Another thing to note is that if you kill an enemy with a physical attack, then it will drop a small amount of orbs anyway. But if you land the killing blow with your magic activated, it won't drop any orbs at all.
Oh, okay.
And you remember that thing I told you about before the video started, the massive Ocarina of Time ripoff?
You did mention that slightly.
Well, did you notice the giant tree trunk there?
Yes, I did.
That scroll that we picked up, if you read the lore, they refer to that as the Deku tree. Dekuh. And it's supposed to be like some kind of a life-giving tree.
Well, that was the end of the level.
And that was the end of the level, yes, you jump into the tree trunk.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to distract from that point, but I was kind of shocked that it just ended so abruptly.
Well, what more do you want? We jumped into the Deku tree, come on.
I guess we're gonna get a wooden sword or something.
Well, now we have to go kill Goma. Also, I want to keep in mind, too, this is probably very highly coincidental, but Goma was like an arachnid, right?
Yes.
Well, just keep that in mind for the beginning of this level here. Keep that in mind and the fact that we jumped into the giant Deku tree, okay?
I am going to keep all of this in mind. I would not believe you if you said this game ripped off something else.
Let's see, what are we up to here? We've got Devil May Cry, we've got God of War, we've got Shadow of the Colossus, and now we can add Zelda Ocarina of Time to the mix. Man.
The crossover no one wanted.
When they said reboot, man, I didn't think they were talking like copy-paste from other games.
We're rebooting all the franchise at once.
Let's see here. Giant spider webs. We've got more really crappy wall-climbing puzzles.
Wait, you can't walk on that?
No, you can actually. And the thing about it is that not all ledges glow, so sometimes they can be really hard to see as well.
Now, that's just mean.
It is.
I mean, every other ledge glowed.
Speaking of, meet Goma.
Are you serious?
Yes, Gabriel is oblivious.
Are you fucking serious? Turn around! Wow.
Gabriel is a moron. I think we need to change the thread title to Are You Smarter Than Gabriel Belmont?
I completely agree.
Plus QuickTime, because, you know.
Most unnecessary QuickTime, though. He should have been well aware of that thing.
Yes. These spiders, they're basically just like meat shields. They have a lot of health for no necessary reason. They have a number of attacks they can do. They can tackle you to the ground, which will initiate the QuickTime event there. And they can... Wait for it, I think I show it off here. They can trap you in a web, which initiates a QuickTime event, of course. And if they attack you with their fangs, then they poison you, which will slowly drain your health.
And all you have to do to cure it is just use your magic? Is that how it works?
Exactly. I guess if you're out of magic, it would be kind of a pain, but there's really no reason that you should be. So it kind of nullifies the effect a lot.
I'm happy you mentioned there were other attacks that spider had, because you seem to be able to stun lock it with minimal effort.
Yeah, he jumps around a lot, and if you use like your finishing heavy, your heavy combo finisher on him, it automatically breaks whatever he's doing. So yeah, it's a pretty cheesable enemy.
He says, "Hey, he has a lot of health. That means it's hard, right?"
Oh yeah, absolutely. And in case the first one wasn't enough or difficult enough, let's have a spider fight with werewolves.
Oh man, the difficulty is spiking up dramatically.
Actually, this is kind of moderately hard to keep up with here, because the spider is going to keep attacking you, and the werewolves are so quick, and they're pretty aggressive, actually.
He says, as he's doing all of this, taking no damage.
Well, you can cheese the werewolves by doing the whole grip abuse thing there, as you saw. You could just do that over and over again.
That's moderately challenging, yeah.
It can be. Actually, the trial for this level, you have to beat, I think it's like 10 or 15 enemies while poisoned, so I guess that's an interesting way of doing it.
Do you still have magic in your trials?
Yes. In fact, you can do the trials at any time, even after you've got full magic, a full bar of magic, so that nullifies it even more.
Oh, okay.
It's a special gimmick. And plus, we've been beating the hell out of the spider for like, the last minute, and he's still standing? Oh, there he goes. Okay.
I have to say, I hate enemies like those. Like, they're not hard in the slightest, they're just tedious to fight.
Yes, exactly.
They have so much health. And it just takes so long to beat them down.
Yeah, and the spiders, really, for the most part, in this game, aren't abused all that much. They don't show up. They're not a common enemy, but in this chapter, they're unfortunately pretty common. And let's welcome another gimmick of the game. Web walking, yo.
Gabriel Belmont, the clumsiest vampire hunter there ever was.
Oh, believe me, you have no idea. You have no idea.
I literally can't believe you on that one. How could that get worse?
You'll see. Well, maybe not in this update, but believe me, just trust me, it does.
Okay.
There's a lot of these segments here. There is literally no way you can fall off this web as long as you pretty much keep the R2 button held. So it's, I don't know, unless you maybe like try and take a shortcut and jump across it.
Is that even possible?
It is, actually. You can, you can cheese the web walking quite a bit. And it's actually pretty glitchy. I've encountered a lot of glitches. I tried to do one for this video, but it just didn't seem to work out. But if you like roll onto the web at a certain angle, he'll freeze and get stuck on it, and just like slowly move in one direction no matter what you do. It's pretty buggy.
Nice to know. Did you speedrun this for SDA?
I really don't think a speedrun of this game would be worthy.
What? No way! You can even throw in all of the plot points. Speedrun the plot of this game while you're at it.
Even that would take a long time, Arsenix. You realize that we've started Chapter 2 here, and we barely have any idea of what we're actually doing, right?
No way! We have an objective now and everything.
Yeah, right.
We're going to kill the 3 Lords of Shadow because, we gotta bring back our girlfriend.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess that's the overall plot that we learned at the end of Chapter 1, but the reason behind it, why do we need to kill the Lords of Shadow?
Because they're probably evil, I guess. I mean, they're named the Lords of Shadow.
I don't know. It's just, I defended this game. I really like this game as far as how it plays and everything, even though it does rip off a lot of stuff. It's still really fun to play for me. It's just, since we've started doing this LP, I've had to rethink my outlook on it. It's nowhere near as good as I thought it was. Let's just put it that way.
I'm sorry, I can't help but crack up every time he almost falls.
It's a goofy animation, and also I like the animation on the web that just kind of glitches where it connects to the land there. It's a well put together gimmick.
I'm sure. Anyway, what did you pick up?
That is a runic key, I believe they called it. Basically, there's a door at the end of this level here, and we need 2 keys to unlock.
Oh, cool. Key hunting.
Exactly. Also, where we fought the second spider, we took the right path. If you take the left path, then you wind up in this area, and I'm just showing that off because, 100% or bust. We must dive into every nook and cranny of Lords of Shadow.
Are there any worthwhile secrets?
Define worthwhile secret.
Like anything really cool aside from health or magic upgrades?
Not really. I'm trying to think, and unfortunately I can't think of anything offhand. I know there's probably like a couple that's fairly interesting, but nothing like game-changing or anything.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by the concept of you sawing through that totem.
But we can't do that yet. We need a whip upgrade. Or a combat cross upgrade.
But why would you use that to saw through anything? It's a chain!
It will make sense once we get the upgrade. I hope. Kind of.
Alright. Oh, this puzzle again! Sweet!
Absolutely. We are, I think basically what they're trying to do, they're trying to use this gimmick every stage of Chapter 2 now.
Oh, I really hope you're lying about that.
Maybe. And yeah.
I'm not blaming you for that one, I'm just blaming Gabriel for that.
No, to be honest, what I was trying to do there, I had never actually tested out to see if you could block a thrown grenade. Apparently you can't. Which makes it even more BS.
No, that's what military experts do all the time. They try to block live grenades.
With your arm, no less. Absolutely.
Yeah. It works in beat-em-ups.
Once again, are you smarter than Gabriel Belmont? That's just the question I'm posing to the thread right now.
Oh.
Also there, yeah, see? Sequence break, slightly.
It wasn't really a sequence break, you just did it a bit faster.
Sure it was. We bypassed at least 2 QuickTime events where we have to hold R2.
Are the QuickTime events pre-scripted? Like, do they just happen at random?
You mean for, like, the web?
Yeah.
No, if you'll notice his arms kind of lean one way or the other, if he stays like that for more than a second, then he'll start, like, tripping up on the web and you'll have to do it. Or you can do it perfectly. You know, it's very versatile, this game. It uses QuickTime events sparingly, as you can see.
Oh yeah.
Also, there we go. That was the door that we needed the runic keys to unlock. This place may look familiar, by the way.
Oh, you're getting another upgrade, I see.
Yes, except this time we don't even bother to apologize to the dude that we're robbing. It's basically become second nature now, I think.
Awesome. Sorry, brother, let me walk over your corpse. Then get my combat cross stronger.
Exactly. Speaking of which, yeah, it's the exact same thing now.
Oh man. What's it gonna be this time? Is he gonna be able to double jump?
No, absolutely not. It's already been alluded to by the secret that we could not yet get. Now watch closely. If you'll notice, now our chain has spikes. This automatically means we can saw through solid stone.
What?
Back here at the totem, let's interact and saw. Oh yeah.
It's not how saws work.
Look at this awesome, invigorating, hardcore gameplay action right here.
But it's not even sawing it.
Keep in mind that that is the primary use. Well, I'm not gonna. That's probably like the secondary use of the spike chain that we've got there. They use that gimmick very sparingly, thank God. The other thing that it allows us to do, if you read the description, is that now we can tame monsters, quote unquote, to use them as mounts, like the horse.
That sounds really interesting.
Actually, this one they use a lot in this chapter. Also, if you thought the tree was weird, well, get ready for another. Chapter end.
These sudden transitions are killing me.
Well, I'm trying to make it work with the game here, but they're not giving me much to work with.
I'm being dead serious. That whip doesn't look like it could saw through anything. I'm being serious.
Castlevania logic, dude. Come on. Spiked metal is automatically much better than stone. Sure.
Well, yeah, in terms of damage, but not for sawing.
But only
stone.
If you use it through the power of QuickTime. Plus, I just want to point out here, I'm showing this off, that we have new upgrades that we can purchase here. For those of you in the thread watching, tell me which upgrades to get, because we've got more than enough experience now, so let me know and we will have it for the next update. The Labyrinth entrance. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, what did you gain from this, Arsenix?
I don't know.
We've got to come up, I think, through every update, as weird as this game is getting, we have to come up with some kind of a meaningful point that we've gained from it, okay? So, what is yours?
That spiders are really hard to squish, apparently. And you can saw through stone if you wrap it around something and pull on it slightly?
Kind of. Basically, if you encounter a tree called the Deku tree, no matter what franchise, there will be a giant spider enemy. Absolutely.
Is a spider going to be the boss?
No, but it's a
Okay.
And a super strong enemy. Does that count? They use it over and over again in this chapter.
Oh, sweet. Great.
Yeah, I know. I know you're just on the edge of your seat for the next one, which it will be forthcoming.
I can't get over the Deku tree thing. That's kind of ridiculous.
When I post it on the forum, just take a look at the log, and you'll believe me. Don't take my word for it. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you for joining me in this Arsenics. I know it's getting harder and harder with every update, but thanks.
At least things happened this time.
Don't leave me alone for this, please. Catch y'all later.
Bye.